My name is H.a.Goodman. I'm an author, columnist, and journalist. And to see my writings, you can go to counterpropa.com. To support this YouTube channel, you can visit my Patreon link down below. To my wonderful subscribers, Hillary, TYT, Jank Uger, Jordan Chariton, the Young Turks, Hillary, me, Tim Black, and Nico House, Hillary, TYT. Of course, you guys know I'm bullshitting, but the real reason I wanted to come to you guys today was to kind of expand more on this whole Tim Black, H.a.Goodman, and Jordan Chariton thing. I've went to the Facebook. I saw Jordan Chariton's Facebook posts. I saw his half-ass apology to Tim Black. I saw the video he made where he calls out H.a.Goodman, Tim Black, and Nico House. I'm not too familiar with Nico House. I know he was affiliated with the Bernie campaign. I do know that I'm not sure if he's still affiliated with Jordan Chariton, and I believe it's Truth Against the Machine. I'm not sure if he's still affiliated with that or not, but I do know that he was a partner or a contributor for that organization with Jordan Chariton. So there's a little bit of history between them there. As far as Jordan calling out Tim Black and mistaking him for Nico House, or just lumping him in to the conversation and then later going back and apologizing for it, is pretty much ridiculous to me, because he obviously knows who Tim Black is. In his video, he referenced H.a.Goodman, Tim Black, as well as Nico House, so he didn't confuse one with the other. There was clearly three people he was specifically talking about. Now, I don't believe he really did I don't think he went into any specifics on Tim Black, at least not this go around. There was, Tim did mention they had an issue before, like a year ago or something like that. I didn't catch that one. I was around. I was still peeping videos and stuff. I knew about Tim Black a year ago, but I don't remember what happened or what took place and how that all came about. But in regards to this specific situation, I think Jordan Chariton's apology was half-assed. I do think that he should at least take the video down, or if not take the video down, at least offer a valid apology to Tim Black. If you do respect him and you do know who he is, then you should apologize and don't half-ass an apology. Tim Black has been a progressive voice for us for a while now. I've been watching Tim Black for a while now, and he's right. You know, I've watched a few of his videos recently expanding on this situation, and Tim is right. He does give a platform. He shares his platform with people like me who don't have a platform or don't have very many people that want to listen to him, you know what I'm saying? So, and Tim has called me, he's shouted me out at least once for sure, but I believe it was two different occasions. Once he called me, he gave me a shout out, my real name, Marion Bowens, and then he shouted out LBThaRealist too. I mean, you know, not that I'm raising a big, you know, like I'm not going crazy over that. I mean, it was pretty cool, but I'm just saying that he's reputable. He does offer his platform for other people to go on. He has something called Freedom Fridays, where you can call in and give your opinion and speak for a few minutes. He'll let you do that, and he'll let you speak. You know, he's had plenty of people on his show that are progressives. He's had Jill Stein. He's had, I believe he's had Jimmy Dore. He's had Jordan Chariton as well. So I don't know, to call Tim Black out was just pretty much irresponsible and just unnecessary, in my humble opinion. Like I said before, I'm not really too sure on the whole Nico House situation. I do know that he had posted, or Jordan Chariton had posted Nico House's, I'm not sure if it was his application or he posted his introductory letter to TYT or for a position there. So I mean, that's kind of effed up if you ask me. But I mean, again, I don't want to expand too much on their situation. because I'm not too familiar with it and all the history between that. But there's kind of something funky going on there, as well as the Tim Black thing. And as far as H.a.Goodman goes, look, H.a.'s been my guy for a while, man. I mean, I can't lie about that. H.a.Goodman is my dude. We need people like H.a. to call out people. The only thing I would say to H.a., if he's listening or any of his followers are listening, I'm actually a subscriber of H.a.Goodman myself, so I'm not counting myself out. You know, nobody's perfect, but the only thing I would really tell H.a. is it's okay to go ahead and attack TYT. It's okay to criticize them. And I honestly believe that a little infighting between us progressives and between the larger channels and the smaller channels, I actually think that's a good thing, because TYT is in danger of truly becoming establishment for alternative media. I mean, there's already a subsection or a subgroup of people that truly hate the Young Turks, you know, because of Cenk Uygur and because of the choice a few of the hosts have made to support Hillary instead of Bernie Sanders, with this whole Justice Democrats thing. So the criticisms are understandable. I would just tell H.a. to just be wary about how you approach these situations. Understand that there's more than one way to skin a cat, and he believes that TYT are sellouts, as well as other people in the progressive movement. And honestly, I think I'm really too new into politics and too new into alternative media to have a big opinion on it. So I'll try not to be too opinionated, but I just think that infighting is good as long as we have the bigger picture in mind, as long as we know the purpose of it and we can move forward instead of backwards. If all the fighting that we're doing, if all it's good for is just moving us back, you know, and digression instead of progression, then we're working against ourselves here. So I just hope that I think honestly TYT should respond back, whether it be Jordan Chariton, Jimmy Dore, Kyle Kalinske, Cenk from anybody, somebody respond back. I think there needs to be an open conversation. There needs to be a discussion about this, about the contradictions, about the affiliations, about all of these criticisms that people have, legitimate criticisms. And if they can be shut down easily, then shut them down, you know. But at least let's have the conversation. And I guess a lot of people just don't want to have the conversation, and I think that having the conversation is good. I mean, there's a lot of people that support H.a.Goodman. There's even more people that support Tim Black. There's some people that support Nico House, you know, but there's even more people that support TYT as a whole. But we can't just ignore groups and subgroups of the progressive movement because of how large they are, because of how valid you think their points are. People listen to them. So if people listen to them and people also listen to you, I think it's important for us all to come together and to speak on this. Let's bring it all to the table. If you don't like somebody, explain why you don't like them. What's the reasoning? What's the reasoning behind why you feel the way you feel? I don't know. Let me know, people. LBThaRealist.